Lounge. I'm Gary.
I'm Dory, just Dory.
And still with us is
Dakota.
So it's a good day. Okay, we're hanging for episode 2 of who knows how many tonight, and Dory has been piling through the Necronomicon there. So what do you got?
Okay, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna move the mic. It's gonna make a big clanking
Get on
sound
it.
probably.
Grab it like you want it.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. Shut it. Anyway, we did not get to read it in the prior. Come on, more beer.
Oh yeah.
Prior episode. It's called Vivalor, a book written in 1904 about how women are to be women.
Still 1904, so you know it's real.
Right. So this is on the sexual embrace. Okay.
Oh my.
This is called Excesses in Early Marriage. Okay.
That's what I'm all about.
I have already cautioned my readers against too early marriage because of the suffering resulting to the wife in such cases from physical immaturity.
Oh my.
There is another reason which must not be overlooked. Ordinarily, a youthful couple finding pleasure in a marriage relation will repeatedly indulge in the sexual act until nature rebels and they become obnoxious to each other.
I'm getting moist already.
And then there are all the yeast infections.
Yes, but this is it. But she said, okay, this is that she goes on and she's like, okay. And she's talking about like how like you're not supposed to do too much. And it says, continuing in ignorant excesses, the moral, intelligent, and physical powers become impaired. Puny, sickly children are born to be a care to everyone and themselves while life shall last. No shit. So basically she's telling you, if you fuck too much, you're going to have fucked up kids. Boom, 1904.
Well, I can tell you.
And thus the gays were created.
Why did you push my Google?
No, you pushed it and it started Googling everything you were saying.
Were no gays prior to 1904. What happened?
Did you do the second back?
I just left it running.
All right.
How's it going? Is it still running?
Yeah,
we have a
it's not-
backup
I mean,
because
it was
as we
scrolled down for
know,
a second.
It was girl.
as we know, we have trouble with technology. So since we mentioned the gays, Dakota, is it okay to say that you're one of the gentlemen?
Oh my god. They'll never know. Yes.
Don't let it out. So I recently had an experience. We'll not get all the way into it.
And this is called Tangent Lounge After Hours.
Let me get my
I'm your
motherfucking sound going here.
Yeah, we
your
did.
friendly neighborhood gay.
So I used to. I am one who's a believer in the lifestyle of whatever you want to do, it's your thing. Not to mention whoever you happen to be is your thing.
Well, dicks out of the boxers. Here we go.
Yeah, we go in a box, so to speak. So my thing was always like people these conservative, maybe not the best word, but the one thing to me, the word homophobic.
Garbage.
A phobia is a fear. A person cannot be blamed for their fear. A homo hater
Yes.
is basically what it is. So it ought to be. We got to change homophobic to homo hatred.
What it is,
Yeah,
bitches.
I've always agreed.
Fuck
Yeah.
that shit. But now there were these folks, and there are still, who would say that we shouldn't let gay marriage happen because of the benefits of marriage or the whatever. That we shouldn't grant the right to marry two gay people because of this, that, and the other. Okay, now take 4 people, 2 women, 2 men. Each woman marries a man. You have 2 married couples, 4 people total. Each of those couples marries a same-sex individual. A woman marries a woman and a man marries a man. You still have 2 married couples. So what the fuck? What's with the thinking? And it's always been my argument that I've never seen 2 people have sex in real life. I don't know what you do in your bedroom, so it's not.
Nobody's seen Dory have sex for
Well,
decades.
Now-
No, that's not true.
I said
well,
decades.
the thing is I can no longer say that.
Oh.
Say what?
Uh-huh.
Can say wait.
45 years old, I got to see my first people having sex the other day.
Where?
In the ballpark by my house.
Yeah!
Let's go! Field trip!
Okay.
Were they
I totally
gays?
spit on your computer.
Okay, so this is the thing. Out walking the dog, we take there's a little yeah, so to speak.
So, sure.
There's
yeah, great.
a boardwalk around a white
Yeah, we went there.
yeah,
Yeah.
over by a softball field
Yeah.
that we walk Josie at every day. So 3 Saturdays ago,
Is that by the counseling center thing?
by Old Mill Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, right over here. Three weeks ago, I'm out walking Josie at like 11 a.m. on a Saturday, broad fucking daylight. And as we're walking along the path, I glance over at the dugout. Now, dugouts, for time immemorial, have been places where the young people go to touch each other's tasty bits. And we're all good with that. Well, I glance over and I'm seeing at a profile the side of the dugout, so not looking directly into the dugout, and I see a couple of legs standing upward. And of course, my mind immediately goes to, hey, what are you up to? How you doing? Joking to my own self, because nobody fucking does that at 11:30 on a Saturday morning in broad daylight. As I venture on a little bit further, I notice a gentleman enjoying his lady's breasts in all four ways that a gentleman can enjoy a lady's breasts.
Wait. Four?
Visually,
Got it.
with the hands, tactily,
Got it.
with the mouth,
Got it.
orally, and with the unit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think my unit just retracted into my stomach.
Well,
but
yours might.
His unit retracted into my stomach.
Well, that's
no.
not likely to happen. So as I walk on, jog on, as they say. Yeah, I look, and you're kind of glancing back. Middle of the fucking day, they're here. He's
I would
there.
say that's balls, but there probably was. So I can't really.
Yeah.
It's a whole new huge fetish that's coming out, though. People are like,
Fuck
let's
you.
do it in public.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah, public sex is a big thing for sure, but
Definitely on
it's
the
like
rise.
when cartoons are going on. I mean, come
I know
on
when there's
now.
cereal.
Yeah,
I mean, it must have been someone's birthday.
I think it may have been. I'm guessing we live by some apartments. I'm guessing maybe somebody's roommate was there or whatever, but they was over there enjoying themselves some ass in broad daylight. And so there's a loop. There's a boardwalk loop that I take the dog around. And as nature would have it, I'm passing a young family with a child and all that. Now, typically, had I passed a bro, I'd be like, yo, bro, check that out. No.
Come on.
So I just kind of like let it go. Yeah, you don't want to know that that's happening. We walked the loop, and amazingly, there's not very many people out. It's a nice morning. Everything's great. People are probably having sex in their homes, like you're supposed
Like
to
you do.
on a Saturday morning.
Awkward.
And come around, and as you come off the boardwalk, you're facing effectively the dugout. Now, there's a fence that at the end of the ball field, and then a fence at the dugout, as you would have. So it's kind of a diluted view, as it were. At this point, she's laying on her back. He's at her head, potentially continuing with the breast enjoyment or the oral enjoyment. It's hard to say. But
Clothes? Not clothes? What's happening?
it's hard to... I mean, there was some distance involved. But as soon as they saw that I saw, they jumped up and kind of did the casual, hey, how you doing? We're
So
just
they
here
weren't actually
having...
having penetration.
Not that I saw.
Oh, well, that's nothing. I thought you were gonna straight up tell us they were like fucking.
I was like,
reverse
somebody
cowboy in it,
somebody
you know?
was trying to get on the team in the
I know,
dugout.
I know.
Well, no. Yeah, I mean, let's not
excited.
discount what's going on here.
I mean, was he exploring her dugout?
Shoot, wait. Well, I had one for that, but I'm too drunk now.
I think that's
joke
the,
than crickets.
That's all I had.
I think that
loaded.
deserved more than
That's all I
crickets.
had loaded. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, you can do better.
Thank
There
you.
we go. Well, and at one point, after we saw him enjoying the bounty of her memorial givings,
Fortitude.
there was a little blowjob going on as she was in his lap.
Now
So,
that's all right.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story.
okay.
I used to work at a pharmacy with a drive-through, and one time there was
Where locally?
Here we go.
it was in Tillamook, where I'm from.
That's right. Yeah.
Land of the cheese and the cows. So anything you could get was better than a cow. And one time when I was waiting on patients, they were in like a single row seat pickup.
Like a bench seat.
Yeah, bench
Yeah.
seat
I'm
pickup.
Gonna be, I'm gonna be kind of car savvy just then. Did you see that?
I saw that. Well, you pulled
And
that right
Dory's
out.
more of a man than I.
Well, there we go. That's been claimed by.
Not the first time it's been said.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Time in memoriam.
And when I
Never gonna get a date.
when I first approached them, like his hands were already in her shirt.
Sure.
As they pulled up to a fucking pharmacy window.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't Viagra they needed. And then when I left and find their prescription,
Breast needs support.
they do. You know what?
And
Her bra was
if only
broken.
there were some kind of undergarment that could support them.
It was broken wire.
So clearly she needed, as Dory points at, titties.
Titties. And when I came back with the prescription, which took me maybe 60 seconds, her shirt was already off.
Wow.
Whoa. Bra? No bra?
Oh no! I mean no. There
That's
was
why he
nothing.
was there to hold them.
Yeah.
Her bra had failed. Clearly there was a
You
reason
understand?
for this.
Her clothes apparently were catching fire. Took their
The retardants were a lot better in the 70s.
Well, there's retards. That's for goddamn sure.
took their payment method, rang him up.
Not payment method. Oh, sorry.
Payment method, yeah.
When I came back, her head was in his lap. He grabbed the prescription and card and drove off quickly.
Okay.
And that's what you do at pharmacy drive-up windows. Hashtag antibiotics for chlamydia.
Okay, hold on. I got one for the schools. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Field trip.
That's
it. Field trip.
I love it when stories start that
Dory's field trips, kids.
Yeah, I
Everybody sign up to be in her class.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
Hey, so we were taking a field trip to Walnut Canyon in Arizona. It's actually pretty fucking
way. The
cool.
Walnut Canyon.
No, it's really super cool.
Oh, I
There's
thought
like
you said Walmart Canyon.
walnut,
Like,
walnut.
you saw a giant Walmart? Woo!
That's where you're
Canyon.
gonna find the.
No, it's really fucking cool. There's got like blah. Anyway, so we're going the bus, and I'm sitting on the right side of the bus. Of course, there's people on both
like you
sides.
do in England.
Right. And all of a sudden, the kids on the left side of the bus are going, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And one of the boys goes, "Miss Board, this chick's blowing a dude." I'm like, "First of all, let's not say that out loud.
Yes, we don't say blowing.
Could we not see? Yeah, let's use the form of blowing gerund. Okay, could we
say
not? It was an
oral
English teacher
sex here.
Yeah, we say oral sex. But I was like, "Oh, good Jesus!"
Is she using her
It was in a
hands?
semi truck, right? Like a semi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So the chick's like just.
I bet it wasn't a semi
on
then.
on the joint there.
Oh, so it was a prostitute.
It was in motion, so
lizard, they call
probably
them.
not lot lizard in motion.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe. Anyway, so that was neat.
Okay.
Having to go, okay, kids, that was your first
I thought you meant
class
somebody in the
lesson."
back of the bus there, so that's good.
No, I used to do hand checks. It was hilarious. Like, we go on, like, longer trips, and the lights would be out, and I go, like, all right, it's about time. Throw the lights on. And they throw the bright lights on, hand check! And they go, God, I think this board. I'm like, yeah, keep your hands out of your pants. I mean, nobody got away with much because I was always on it. It was like,
you
a
suck.
prison camp,
Yeah, what a
basically.
terrible teacher.
Yeah.
Eat a dick. I was not a terrible teacher.
They weren't learning health those days.
No, they weren't.
Listen. I taught kids how to use a condom when I wasn't supposed to.
Finger blasters.
Let's thumb blast until she pukes. No,
I mean, speaking of finger blasters, can we just say, like, I learned a couple new slang terms for
No!
female genitalia.
Did ya?
Great.
Are they new to you? Like, sometimes they call them a pussy.
No, oh my God, what? Never heard that
I
one.
thought it was just a cat.
No, my new favorite one.
Why am I here?
Get ready for it.
Oh, please.
Sausage wallet. That's the best term for anything I've ever heard.
That is true.
And I've never coveted any name more.
What's the other one? You said you had a couple.
Oh, lizard's mouth.
Okay.
And then,
Wizard sleeve?
yeah, wizard sleep.
Don't Harry Potter this up.
I mean, those were the two good ones, but there was...
Sausage wallet's pretty
Yeah.
solid. That is solid.
I mean, just a sausage wallet. Why don't we always use that term? Sorry,
Oh,
lesbians.
I'm gonna go. I'll tell you why. Because it's really fucking offensive. No, I'm kidding. Because my favorite one is axe wound. So what do I know?
Do you want to see my bleeding axe wound?
See, that's for those people who do like medieval reenactments.
yeah, it happens.
Dost thou want to see my axe wound, my lord?
Dost
Come
thou?
on, it works.
I'm actually
You know that was hot.
Yeah.
That sounded
totally.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
I'm
on it.
actually going to get sausage wallet as a tramp stamp with an arrow. So, anybody out there,
That'll,
tattoo artist, please call. Discounts.
I think that'll up your chances.
It'll up something. Oh God! There we go. Okay. So
You have to leave it there for the whole sound.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
you
He
know
doesn't even
what
have headphones on and he knows that. I
See,
can hear
here's
yeah.
the madness. Okay, it's on a fucking cell phone. I don't have a sound box. Easy. Shut it. I don't.
But she does have a sausage wallet.
Come on.
Not very sound.
I have an axe wound. What was the other one?
The bearded clam.
Bearded clam, bearded
Yeah.
taco,
Taco. Oh.
bearded taco, and then what's the other? Oh, there's another one too. Oh, what is it? Trim. Always a good one.
Oh, come on.
Slit.
Yeah.
Oh, but like slatch.
Snatch.
Yeah, but slatch.
Snatch
What's
is
happening
nice.
here right now? We're
going off
basically
on a tangent.
Degraded down to
So
pussy.
you got some. You had some paper in your hand there a second
yeah,
ago.
sorry, sorry.
What was
I had
that?
paper in my hand.
I
your
don't know.
your
Oh,
journal.
my book.
Yeah.
I have my book.
A
This-
journal.
I have a
uh,
journal of shit here. It's
there.
actually a pretty stylish journal. My cousin
That
bought
is
this for me.
nice.
It's all leather bound,
Oh,
and it's
yes,
actually
very nice.
the
Some animal died for that.
yep. It's
Or that.
Titus Andronicus is the cover.
Tennis had
And it's
Andromedon.
covered in blood from a bleeding axe wound.
Yep, and yeah, who loves that axe
Soaking
wound,
it
huh?
up.
Not I.
Wait.
Remember those sponges they used to give away as a tangent? The mini mart.
As a tangent?
The mini mart in town would give away a sponge that looked like a dollar bill. It was a smashed down, dried out sponge. It was about an 1/8 inch thick, and you'd go home and get it wet, and it would turn into a sponge.
Could you then use it to buy milk?
It was
I
today's sponge.
don't think Gary's with it right now.
It's entirely possible.
I think he left the Mofk building because I didn't grow up in Oregon, so I don't know all that shit.
That's true. All right.
Okay, side note.
Okay.
I'm actually doing something kind of exciting and scary.
Are you?
In my pants. No,
Yeah, you
I'm...
That's what I thought.
Eliza, okay, I gotta look this name up, so talk amongst yourself.
Schlesinger.
But I want to I want to make sure I get her name right because I just started the class.
You're taking a class?
Yes, I am, but it's not a shitty one.
Not very classy.
Is it about sausage wallets?
It is not about...
That's
Good, I can take this class.
You actually...
No competition.
God damn it, talk amongst yourself. Quick, do something funny.
Okay,
Be funny now.
so 2 nights ago,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. E and I went out to the Whiteside Theater, which is a local cinematorium from the 20s. Actually, quite a fun movie house that has been showing a lot of great vintage films.
Once a week, right?
What's coming
On
up?
Wednesdays?
What's coming up?
Wednesday night this week will be Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which we already have tickets for because it's going to be badass.
Yeah.
This last week, another Richard Dreyfuss tome.
Okay, can I tell you something really embarrassing? Is that I actually saw Close Encounters in a theater. I'm that old.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I did.
But there was a beautiful feeling of being there in a
let's
room
see it
with
again,
every.
though.
Oh, you should totally
Do
come.
you know that they actually took out the guns and went... Okay, Close Encounters has gone through like an evolution, the actual print of the film.
Okay.
Because they originally had the guns like when, unless spoiler alert,
the gun.
people were only 6 apparently.
They both reached for the gun.
You know when Elliot flies over with E.T. and the bike and all that shit, and the cops, the FBI is like looking at him, they have guns in their
You
hand?
know, E.T.'s different.
I mean,
movie.
not E.T. Oh, what's Close Encounters? Never mind, super drunk. Super drunk. Sorry.
All right,
Well,
then.
Scully, it looks like you fucked that one up too.
No, okay, let me tell you the story then, fuck off. So here's the thing, for E.T. then,
All
bitches.
right, then, yeah.
Hey, you know, an alien's an alien when it's dark.
Okay.
Right? So,
It all feels the same.
It's still kind of like...
so let me tell you the story about E.T., dicks.
All right.
E.T.'s dick?
In
Is that it?
E.T.
And Dakota's back in.
Where is it?
She's back in for the win. So I gotta mix the...
Oh, that was a bad miss.
That was a bad
I mean,
miss.
E2
Here,
kind of looks like a scrotum.
you said E2! Suck it!
No, you
Okay.
said E.T. I was talking about E.T.'s dick.
Okay, you two just get along now.
Get along what? Anyway.
Little doggy.
So I'm super drunk. This is the first time I've
It's
actually
okay.
been able to, like, you know,
Yeah,
hang
you
out
are.
with you guys
Cut
a
and loose.
long time.
Cut and loose. Put your top back on for fuck's sake.
God damn it.
Put that bleeding axe wound away.
Only if Dakota puts his pants on.
This is getting restrictive.
It is getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
Anyway, move on.
E.T. Print of the
Extra
film.
testicle.
Print of the film. Flies over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They have the guns in their hand. The FBI agents, what do they have the guns in their hand?
I don't remember.
There was an issue of the film where they took the guns out
And what were they holding?
during the nothing. The big gun. Like there was a big gun surgeons, whatever. They went, no, we're gonna take them out of the film.
Well,
and
that
then they put
kept
them
all the
back
shootings
in.
from happening, so that's good.
That helped, yeah. So I got the girl's name now. I got the
Okay.
lady's name. So back to that bullshit.
Is it Liza Minnelli?
It is not Liza Minnelli. However, that would be fucking cool. Her name is Eliza Jane Schneider. And she is
Oh, I know her.
actually
No, I
a
don't.
preeminent accent and voiceover coach. And she's been on South Park for numerous years. She has done tons of videos, movies, etc., voiceovers, and I am taking her class.
There it is.
Is it-
Fucking hardcore, like real shit. Like I'm in the live lesson and I'm like, I'm a teacher. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm a stuntman learning accents. I'm this. I'm a professional. I'm like, yeah, I push a computer button. You know, I'm like the biggest loser.
So
in
you've
the
actually
room.
started the
Oh
session?
yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
Is it a master class?
Yes. It's like a straight up fucking boom. Like dialects, accents, like tons of them. Tons of them.
Oh.
And I have access to all the materials ad nauseum forever.
And this is like a live online
Yes.
with her kind
Yes.
of a thing.
Yes.
What access are you delving into?
Well, see, it starts with Southern.
Southern Oregon?
Yeah, right. Nothing starts in Southern Oregon. It goes through actually quite a few
should
I've
teach you that
never
one.
done before, which is nice.
Really?
Yeah. So it's going to
Sweet.
be an ongoing thing, and it's like, it costs way too much money.
There you go.
But you know what?
You got to get rid of it.
Could die tomorrow.
You
But
can only
killed your
have.
mom, so.
I killed my mom and dad, so 10 years
Exactly.
apart.
They're going to come take you away.
So I figured, you know what? I'm going to fucking take it, because there's too much of this going to waste.
Yes, there is.
I'm sorry. I'm
I've
going to be
said
that
it-
dick for a
I've
minute.
said it more than once.
So there you go. I'm taking that class. She's fucking cool, because the first 5 people signed up, she goes, yeah, I'll meet with you privately one-on-one on the phone. I'm like, sweet.
And
All
you
right.
did.
And here's the madness. It's supposed to be like 7 in the morning on a Monday. I'm like, okay. Because you know me and getting up. Right?
Yeah. your thing.
And it's not my thing. And so I got up and she wasn't on yet. I'm like, oh. So I
Not her thing either.
I texted her. I said, oh, yeah. She calls me. She goes, I'm so sorry, but and she had gone to a conference with linguistic professors from like Yale and shit that night. And they went out and got drunk. She told me. She told me straight up.
So you're
she
best
goes,
friends with her now?
I'm working on it. She's fucking awesome. Because I go, hey, shit happens. No worries. She goes, okay, we'll be on in a few minutes. So we got on like 7:30, 7:45. She's like, and we're talking and stuff. And she goes, yeah, I have no makeup on and I'm not wearing a bra. I said, you see this? This is apnea mask prints. Nothing hotter. She goes, well, I'm turned on. End of session. We clicked like that.
Yeah. So you're on webcam with her?
Yes.
Oh.
And she's so fucking amazing. She is very talented, very fucking funny. And it's like we were separated at birth. It was scary. And so when we did, I jumped into the Russian class. She goes, just jump in Tuesday. Just jump in. I'm like, you know. So I introduced myself. I said,
Hit us with Russian.
I'm Dory Board, and I'm an academic advisor for an
No,
online.
you're Dory Board.
Well, I did actually have, they were doing Russian accent.
So is this Russian or Russian Jew?
Well, if the Jewish guy is traveling quickly. Wait, oh God, I didn't have my cha-ching. No, but they were doing Russian accent. And I had not got to that unit yet, but I listened to what they were saying and what I have done in past. And so I was doing it. She goes, wow, Dory. She goes, wow, really nice job. You just jumped on in and well done. I'm like, yeah. Kudo. I felt like I was 10. But it's like I just jumped in.
She is charging you for nothing.
She's charging me for nothing. No, she's really cool. And I'm like, okay, this is the coolest thing. Because there were people in my like class, whatever, like literally there was a guy who was a stuntman and an actor. And he was learning accents so he could get more parts. He just finished a movie. And I'm
Arby
like,
in Duluth.
It was me.
Okay.
But there's like people who do real shit. Like in movies, and I'm like, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you're more than that. I go, she goes, you are hilarious.
There you go.
And somebody in the class went, well, she has a poo mask behind her, so she can't be that bad. And then somebody said, where's the girl with the action figures? Did she leave the class yet? I go, oh, I have an action figure because I bought the WoW. So I just like fit right in. And she's super cool. She dated Seth MacFarlane.
Hell yeah.
As did I.
I was going to say, who hasn't?
Stop it. I haven't. Super depressing. But anyway, she's very good. She's very talented, very knowledgeable. She has gone into in-depth. She's gone all over the nation and the world to collect accents, dialects, etc. She's worked with the best linguists. She's done everything. And it's not just like chick who does voices. She is like intellectually invested in this process. And there's like tons of stuff. So the next time that somebody asks me to help with an accent in the theater, when I finish this class, I'm going to say, pay me.
Yeah.
Because my shit just learned from a professional.
All right, that sucks because I could have used your help last time.
Yeah.
So the last episode we did here at the lounge, we discussed the show that we were just in which I was Pakistani. And
10 minutes.
For a portion of it, I was able to do the accent, and it actually worked out. But for a larger portion of it, I was really not good, and it worked poorly. So
but you got it the second, like your second scene, you got it very well. But the first scene you came out, and I think the name was Paco.
Problem was at the dress rehearsal, I was okay, so I was feeling quite good about myself, and then both performances, I could not get it at all.
That's not true. You got it by the second.
By
scene.
the second scene, I was okay, but it was very confusing.
But I feel I need to go. I'm just stealing your beer now.
Good idea.
I feel I need to go on and do more things that are considered professional in this region because I am fucking done doing piss poor bullshit. I might go off and be a middle-aged actor in Hollywood.
There you go.
Really, I can't do this.
You know what accent I can't do? Latino Hispanic.
As opposed to Latino African?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so what? Why? Just try it.
Nope.
Oh, come on, just balls out. Try it.
ASA. That's all I got.
Oh, you got it down, bro.
So Tillamook, man.
No, and the problem is, like, I grew up with a lot of Hispanic people.
Right.
And I listen to them talk all the time, so you think I'd be able to be like, hola, amigo. No. That's all I got. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo está?
That's all right.
No.
Yes.
But that's all I can say.
Well, but that's a language. That's not an accent. That's different.
It's like when I start doing a Boston accent and I have to say in my head every time, Patakan Havanyad.
Yeah, everybody does that one.
Patakan
Havanyad, yeah. So, well, it's just a matter of if you can sing or you can mimic a sound.
I can do that.
You can do accents. to be honest. But the
Teach me.
singing thing has well, I will be able to once I'm done with
I
it.
pay $5.
And a hand job.
First paying.
I do give hand jobs. Or a beige.
And a beige. No, it's exciting to me and it's very scary, actually, because I'm around people who do this shit for real.
Not much.
And I'm all like, no, seriously. I mean, come on, man. These guys are like in fucking Hollywood. They make their
in the
living.
class, but your general life, you're top of the heap. So
Oh, that's very sweet. I peed a little.
yeah,
Thank you.
That's my
I'm
choice.
just kind of tired of not pursuing what I need to. So that shit is starting. I'm opening up a whorehouse.
Good for you.
Negative. I'm just going on. I'm just gonna try to.
You turn out some bitches.
I'm gonna turn out some bitches. You're right.
And we're back in the business of sausage walls.
Yeah, we are.
Like we ever left, but don't have too much sex because you will have. I can't say that word. I will said it. You will have off children.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I ever even got to it, but I was starting to tell a story of how.
Oh shit! Sorry. Well, that's the beauty of the tangent.
Yeah, it
bitches.
is. That's how we do it here in the lounge. We went and saw Jaws.
Oh,
How was that?
That was kick ass. Having not seen it in I don't know how long, maybe no, I'm sure I saw it as a kid, but it's
I don't remember if I saw it.
that's the thing. I was exactly where I was. Mrs. E may never have, and I was like, sure I'd seen it, but not in a long time.
I couldn't see it as a kid because I was only 4th grade, and my mom went negatory on the sesh. So I went to the library, got the book, like you do.
Uh-huh.
Was reading the book. Suddenly, the book was gone because my sister realized there was a ginormous sex scene in the book.
Yeah, okay.
So that book left.
I forgot about that.
I mean, it was like big, huge, descriptive, and I hadn't even got there yet.
That
My sister knew it.
wasn't
Shoink!
in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the few movies that I'll say is better than the book.
Okay.
It was just so much better visually.
Yeah, I was into it, and what I did afterwards was look on IMDb and read a little trivia, which was tons of fun.
I do every movie.
There's a shit ton of it, and the very first piece. So the woman whose son was eaten by the shark, and the one who slapped Brody, and was like, "You knew all about this." Anyway, she decades later, after filming the movie, is in a seafood restaurant and notices on the menu a Timmy Turner or whatever the fuck that kid's name was sandwich at the seafood restaurant. Kind of poor taste, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, I played his mom in the movie." Gets back to the kitchen, owner comes running out, kid who played her fucking son in the movie, owner of the restaurant.
What?
Mind blown. Yeah.
Okay, wait. I got one for you.
Okay.
For Jaws. Ready?
Yeah.
Because I was like I said, I was around and cognizant when it came out. The one of the sharks, the first prototype shark,
Named Bruce.
Yeah. It's
still out
After
there.
Spielberg's.
is still there.
Yeah, at Universal Studios.
No.
Oh.
This is the one before Bruce.
Oh, the one that's
This is a prototype one that is still somewhere racing around the ocean, if not crashed to the end. Because it
Yeah.
like got it in the water and just kept going.
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't stop. Yeah. This was like what? It came out in 75?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was allowed to read the gossip about the movie. I just wasn't allowed to see it. And that was one of the things. The very first prototype shark, they put it in and it went and fucked off. And it's could be who knows where now. It's still down there. What was the movie? Help me out because I'm dementia. The one
The Deep.
where the TV's fuzzy and they're
Poltergeist.
Here. Thank you.
There
I
you
have a
go.
story about Poltergeist.
Okay.
Actually, I really don't. But continue.
You can write it down anyway.
I'm writing it down.
I can hear the writing.
Oh,
So
excuse me.
the point of
Sorry.
the part of the movie where Richard Dreyfuss goes in the water and is snorkeling up to the boat that had been attacked with the big chunk of shark bite taken out of it and peels out the shark tooth, and then the head of the guy that owned the boat comes drifting out because he's missing an eye and all that shit. The entire room jumped and screamed like it was 1975.
Seriously.
It was awesome.
Okay, so
Laughed my
1975
ass
or
off.
1970s was some of the best fucking cinema in American history.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
And The Exorcist came out right just before, maybe a couple years before that.
Also, I know a whole exorcism by heart. You're welcome.
This could come in handy.
That is, I'd blow him for that.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest. Give me a hand, Joe. But the thing that came out, the big thing that was happening is that people were throwing up in the aisles
Of
watching The Exorcist.
okay.
Literally throwing up, passing out.
Did they have a nurse on staff? I love that when they'd have a nurse
yeah,
on
but no,
staff.
it's on staff. Actually, it was just happening. People were barfing. That was the big thing. Is like people were barfing.
From the pea soup.
Right. You have to understand that generation had not seen what we've seen.
Right.
Well, and a point that I've mentioned on this show before, but it's been so long, all the newer listeners won't know this. My brother-in-law was almost taken out by a plane crash.
What?
Now, Dakota's a longtime listener of the show, big number one fan. You may know this. As in 1977-ish, whatever, a air show in, I want to say Sacramento, but right around in that area, guy goes to take off in a jet, forgets to pull up on the stick, and drives this plane off the runway, through an intersection, into a Farrell's ice cream parlor.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Killing all kinds of people, including a whole bunch of Boy Scouts that were there celebrating the Boy Scoutness of life. Well, my brother-in-law was with his parents driving by that Farrell's at the time, and as a 4-year-old kid, he goes, ice cream, and Dad's like, fuck that, we're going home. Thank goodness. They drove on. This all happened. But my point of that, remembering and realizing what that experience must have been like. So an elderly couple sees this happen and runs across the street to try and help, and is immediately hit by a truck. Someone driving along and is just amazed by what's happened in front of them. They were born in the 1800s. What happened in their life that put them at exactly that point that would happen? But also, the guy driving the truck that hit them, his mind just exploded seeing this thing happen. Now, we've all seen a bunch of movies. We saw 9/11. We've seen plane crashes. We know that these things, in the back of our mind, it would still be freaky, but in the back of our mind, these things can happen. It's it's part of our reality here in 2017.
Ooh.
17.
It's 2017 already?
Yeah, 2017.
I wasn't going to say that in front of her.
Son of a bitch.
So the things that we think can happen that are part of our reality versus the folks of the Jaws era or the whatever era or these folks that were born in 1887 in Duluth that were there at that point when a fucking fighter jet went across the street in front of you and crashed into an ice. That doesn't happen.
But isn't it all relative though? I mean, think about it, because
it's all about the relatives.
It's all about the relatives usually, because you figure you're looking at people in the 1800s, 1900s who saw diphtheria, tuberculosis, polio, world wars, people coming back with half a face on. They saw a goodly amount of bullshit, violence-wise. It's all relative at this point. They saw the height of destruction, especially after World War I. So it's relative to the time period. Because they saw some, I've seen some pictures of people who came back from World War I. Half a face, dude.
There was a lot of crazy fucked up shit. And in the parlance of keeping up with the podcasting community, the Dan Carlin's Hardcore History is a fantastic way to learn about said times of the past. And World War I, he goes into, I think it was a 24-hour multiple episode description that will put you in those trenches, and you will feel that cold mud in your boots and smell the mustard gas. It's fucking fantastic. And he recently had an episode that I just listened to about nuclear proliferation and the Cuban Missile Crisis and
which
shit. I had no ideas.
By the way.
Yeah, well, it's ongoing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, all of the military advisors from every branch were leaning hard on Kennedy to invade Cuba, and they found out in the mid '90s during the collapse of the Soviet Union that people on Cuba, the Russian soldiers, were armed with shoulder-mounted nukes. Shit would have ended. Had he done what they said.
Oh, absolutely.
It was his decision to hang back, set up a perimeter, call it a
blockade.
Well, it wasn't a blockade because a blockade is an act of war. They called it what you do to sick people, a quarantine.
Quarantine, yeah.
And that one individual, the synapses firing in the brain of one guy who liked himself some anal sex with some Marilyn Monroe.
And who doesn't?
Well,
let's be
honest.
No one's that gay, right?
Well,
moving on. But the shit that happened inside the head of one dude kept us at bay, and we're now here having us some Netflix and some iPhones and shit.
Not for long.
Well,
because North Korea can reach the West Coast and has proven that.
He's just a crazy fat kid.
But see, Gary's a prepper. So
yeah.
Want to drive to Gary's house? And we're gonna use all his fish antibiotic.
See
okay,
where-
because he's got the whole prep
Are you
thing.
kidding? I have a whole pharmacy in my clinic.
Yeah, it is the
Oh,
backyard
you're the
backyard
man.
clinic.
Can you give me some muscle relaxants?
Yeah,
Hook me up?
I
Right.
could.
Excellent.
We'll get that thing out of you.
Yeah, we can get
Yeah,
that
I've
out
been walking
too.
around with a Pepsi bottle up my beehole for God knows how long.
Oh, it's not a Pepsi bottle. It's a 10-year-old fetus.
Nice.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on. I told you I'm gonna be. Okay, never mind.
Hashtag sausage wallet.
Hashtag. Fuck me.
Hashtag,
Okay.
Well, someone
that's
did.
the Tangent
Oh
Lounge.
God damn it. Okay, fine. I'm Dory. Just Dory. Fuck.
And I'm Gary, and
I'm Dakota.
thank you for being here.